All right, y'all.
We're back.
We're back. We're Black and White Randomz podcast. I'm T, aka Sky. This is
Trish.
Alrighty. So, pretty much it's a podcast where we talk about a bunch of random things.
Yep.
Pretty much I shoot Trish a bunch of random topics and we just talk.
Yep. That's how it goes.
Pretty much. If this is your first time with us, please like, comment,
share,
and subscribe.
Yep.
Anywho, so first topic, since you know it's the Christmas season.
Yeah, this is coming out on Christmas Eve. So happy Christmas Eve, y'all.
Or happy holidays.
Right. Exactly.
Anyway, so Christmas essentials. What is on the list of, if you had to write down your list of Christmas essentials, like you get ready set up for the holidays, these are must-haves. What's on your list?
Decorations and everything, or are we talking something specific?
I'm talking decorations.
Oh, crap.
I'm talking possible food.
Oh, all right.
Snacks, the goods. Like,
all right. I'm big on my tree, my ornaments. You know this. In terms of decorations, I can take or leave a lot of things. I gotta have my tree. I like to have some lights outside. Recently, these last couple years, I've had some of them outside. Depending on where I'm living, I like to put some inside on doorways, but I haven't done that recently for obvious reasons. Let's see. I am a big baker, so I always bake for Christmas. You know this. So that's on my list for sure. Sometimes it's cookies, sometimes it's something different every year. Food is, as long as there's a ham, I'm pretty much good. I don't need a full Thanksgiving repeat, but it's gotta be a ham.
I feel like there's a lot of similarities between Christmas dinner, Thanksgiving dinner.
There is.
For most households, to be honest.
Sometimes it's too much. Like, we just had this. We don't need this again. Yeah. Switch it out with something.
I don't know.
Experiment with things with Christmas dinner, I mean.
I feel like for me, I don't necessarily like to put up lights, but I like to see other houses with lights. So like that's like the beginning of like the Christmas season for me. Once I see those go up, I'm like, all right, the season is starting. Christmas dinner, though, I always look forward to Christmas dinner. I'm a foodie, so it is.
Very much.
I guess I can do turkey, ham, heck, I can do chicken. I don't care.
Yeah.
As long as it's like some type of, and for me, I actually prefer soul food on Christmas. So I don't know. That's just me.
I'm here for that.
As far as the tree is concerned, I'm not gonna put the tree up, but I like the way it looked once it's up.
Yes,
the novelty on putting the tree up has worn off on me. Maybe because I don't have kids. Maybe when I had kids, that's a whole nother ball game at that point.
Yeah, she don't
the trees get put up at the house, but I'm not the one to put them up. But also,
she'll sit there after you're done though and say that looks real nice.
That looks really nice. But also the position that I hold
right
for work, kind of, it's not time.
Time is chewed.
It's not
all your time is chewed up
around this time of the year.
Yeah.
For me, this is pretty much like a peak type season for us. Like, so I'm kind of busy.
That's an understatement, but yeah, definitely.
Yeah, probably. So your top 5 favorite Christmas movies.
Ooh.
Yeah, gotta list them. Let's go.
All right. Home Alone 1 and 2 tie. You don't have one without the other.
Absolutely.
Tim Allen's The Santa Claus is a really good one. I always watch that. Okay. Jim Carrey's Grinch and the original animated Grinch also would go together. Let's see. So that's my 3. Another one would be The Preacher's Wife. Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. And then a 5th one. Ooh. I don't even know what my 5th would be because those are the ones I gotta watch every year. I might come up with a 5th one, but I really only have them 4. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So I'm gonna go with my top is always gonna be Home
Yeah.
I wanted to. And we can leave those conjoined since you did it.
I mean, you can separate them if you want.
I would go with This Christmas.
Yeah.
Almost Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Probably I could put the Grinch up there.
Yeah.
Not the animated one, but
Jim Carrey's.
Jim Carrey version.
Yeah.
And I do like Yogi Bear's Christmas, the original.
Oh yeah.
Hey, boo boo.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, what is the name of that movie? Because you probably could have did an honorable mention for this one.
What?
It gets quoted in a lot of things. Oh my gosh, I can never think of the name of this Christmas movie, but it's like the girl is a child singer in there, and she's singing Mariah Carey's Christmas song towards the end. Oh my gosh, it has like Cameron Diaz in it. A lot of people know this movie. Trust me, especially if you're a millennial, you know this movie.
Wait a minute, what?
You probably had to look it up because Cameron Diaz was in it, and
Okay.
I feel like the basis of it was like in England, maybe, but it was based around a lot of couples. Like, oh my gosh, what was the name of this movie? I was just like Cameron Diaz Christmas movies or whatever.
No, that's not.
That's fairly new. The holiday actually wasn't bad though.
Wait a minute, let me see.
You probably got to go on IMDb or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean that's the first one that comes up. The first one that comes up. I'm gonna look real quick. Go ahead.
I feel like it was Cameron Diaz. Either way, doesn't really make a difference. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Moving along. We will go with
Uh-oh.
favorite Christmas songs.
Oh. So, I mean Mariah Carey. She's gonna be up there. I'm not gonna say it. Y'all already know what song. And I'm
the unmentionable song.
Right. The one that everybody wants to start listening to in September. Y'all doing too much. At least wait until November. I really like Kelly Clarkson's My Grown Up Christmas List.
Okay.
I really like that one. Pentatonic's Hallelujah always will hit. Mm-hmm. Like I like a lot of like them songs you would hear on the radio when we were kids. I could say almost any of them. Like I could say Jingle Bell Rock. I could say a lot of those, but like if I'm gonna ask for one, it's gonna be one of them three more than likely. But like there's a lot of other ones that I know and like, but those are the three that I'm like, I gotta hear them every year.
See, for me, the top of my list right now probably like Boys II Men, Let It Snow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Also, the whole Full Temptations Christmas album, because that's like a staple of like for millennials in the Black community. I think we woke up leading up to Christmas with that album on at some point during the week leading up to Christmas, possibly every day. The Jackson 5 Christmas album too.
Yeah.
What are the Christmas songs? Obviously Mariah Carey. Like you can't go nowhere without escaping that one.
You can't. You might as well just embrace it.
Rocking Around the Christmas Tree.
That's a good one.
That's always a staple.
Well, this is super millennial.
What?
NSYNC's Home for Christmas album. I listen to that's my putting up my tree music every year. I listen to that album when I'm putting up my tree. Every year.
I believe it. And we can't leave off Chris Brown's This Christmas. Like
Chris, yeah.
Oh, he was singing the fire out of that.
Yeah, he was singing.
He sung it.
He sure did.
All right. So we're going to shift gears here.
Okay.
Get into something a little bit more serious.
Okay.
Outside of the holiday season.
Yeah.
Topics. All right. So more Black women are starting to date interracially. Right?
Okay.
Now, I don't know if you have an opinion about this or not, but I feel like it's been more popular for Black men to just do it. Whereas though as a collective, Black women as a collective, it's more frowned upon. I feel like black women with white men get more stares by all types of people, including black men. Even black men that, I mean, that really didn't even want anything to do with them.
Yeah.
And probably wouldn't have potentially even dated them. But the fact of the matter is, you see them with somebody else and they're seemingly happy, and it's a problem for you.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah. From what I've observed, seen online and all that, I feel like it was always just assumed that black women were just going to wait till they were done with their phase, till black men were done, and they were just going to be there waiting.
I feel like it's a stereotype. Well, there are a lot of black women that are still like, oh, I can't date outside my race, and that's fine if you feel like
if that is your,
nobody can tell you what
right,
your preference is, but just know that like
you can,
and also go. I don't know. Like right now, in the way that dating is going, like your pool is starting to get smaller and smaller. You having that mindset.
If you're limiting, if you're limiting your options,
like at the end of the day, you have to be mindful about who's approaching you and why they're approaching you. And I'm not saying don't date just strictly black men. I can't tell you yeah or nay on that. Right. I'm just telling you to keep your horizons open because you never know.
Yeah.
And I feel like more and more black women are starting to come to that realization that, first of all, there's some that are running into areas where they live where, there's not like a huge access to black men. So they are going to date black men that's long distance and whatever. But you got to be in the mindset to even do that. So I don't know. I just feel like people shouldn't even be judging. Like, why do you care that much?
Yeah, it really.
At the end of the day, you might not even have dated that woman or wanted to date that woman. You don't know her from a can of paint, haven't met her. You just know what you potentially might have missed out on, maybe even if you were interested. I don't know. It's weird. Like,
it's weird.
Why are you overthinking the process?
Right. Yeah.
You need to think about what's wrong with you on the inside. That when you see that, it's triggering you. Like you have a whole problem.
That's true.
I don't know. Anyway. Can a man without money make a woman happy in a relationship?
Yeah. Are they not? I don't think they're naturally equipped to do that. Because I think men rely on what they can bring in and buy and produce with money. Whereas like when you're not, you don't have that, you're not bringing it in. I don't think men are naturally equipped to do the things that would make women happy.
I feel like when a woman is the breadwinner, there's always some type of strife in a relationship.
He feels emasculated.
I say that there's not relationships that's that are successful where the woman is the breadwinner. I just feel like it's not common practice, nor is it biologically the way that relationships should be set up between males and females.
Right.
But at the end of the day, do y'all?
Yep.
For me, I feel like it's one thing if you're supporting him while he's getting to where he wants to go.
Right.
It's another thing for you to continuously be supporting this man because now the roles end up becoming at a point reversed between the male and the female. So like you got to kind of watch that a little bit.
Yeah.
That's a tight rope. I'm not fitting to walk it.
Right.
I'm just saying that a lot of times, like, if you want to look at it in a sort of way, like that's financially not being yoked at that point either.
Yeah.
So I don't know, and I'm not saying like you guys should be making the same amount of money, but also like if you're gonna be a breadwinner, then yeah, you should be bringing in some type of money. But there's a lot of couples who have goals where finances have to be set up a specific way, and the guy also has to be set up to help that female up. So I don't know.
Right.
All I'm gonna say is maybe it's probably not the best thing for the general population.
Yeah.
I don't think it's good.
No.
Opinions on Travis Hunter and his fiance.
Who?
Where you been at?
The guy that
just won the Heisman Trophy that plays for Colorado. He played for Coach Prime for Deion Sanders.
Okay.
this has been all over the place. So
maybe I heard something about
it.
It but
started from a clip where they had just won the game. I think he had scored, I don't know, quite a few touchdowns or whatever. After the game was over, like he walked up to her, gave her a hug, and she seemed like she was upset and distraught. And now the whole internet is after this damn girl, or what it seems like. There's certain people that's like, could y'all please just leave her alone? Like her relationship in the spotlight. Y'all, first of all, even if she was visibly upset, you don't know what the hell that girl was upset for. Then you got men that's like, she should have just been happy for him no matter what. Y'all don't know what kind of strength they already had in their relationship. Clearly, he wasn't bothered by it. But everybody else in the world is irritated, upset, whatever. And then the night that he got the Heisman Trophy, she was seen about to stand up, and then she sat down really quickly. And the reason she came out and made like a whole like post about this, with him telling her it was okay. And she was like, it's a lot of things that y'all don't know. And she was like, y'all are attacking me. And like, I'm not saying like, what are you guys even judging me for? Like, you guys don't know what's happening. She's like, there's all these cameras around. Like, his mom went to go stand up. Then she sat down. She was like, stand up, do I not? And then she was like, then I saw him get up. So then I stood up so that she could receive, after he got the award or whatever. And it's just like, bro, like, we judging this girl. We don't know her from a can of paint. Then you got people like, oh, she was on somebody's post, gave him the hard eyes with the money tongue out or whatever, some NBA player. God knows how long ago that post was. And digging up shit from their previous YouTube videos from like years ago. They've been together for like 5 years. They like, oh, this must be his first love. That's why he acting like that. And then like when she came on there, she was like, there was also a video where like that they found from back in the day where she was like, oh, he originally wasn't my type. And she was like, I wasn't saying he was my type because of his physicality or anything like that. She's like, first of all, he was a cheater. He was trying to cheat on his girlfriend to be with me that he had at the time. So I left him on red for months. Didn't even talk to him because I figured out he had a girlfriend. Then she was like, well, on top of that, she was like, he admitted to me that he cheated on her. So, after a while we did get together, but whatever. I'm like, why are we this far invested in this man relationship?
Right.
You got everybody in Black America. Well, I ain't gonna say everybody, but there's quite a few black men. You know how they are. Oh, dog, you need to get a prenup. And I'm like, could y'all please leave that man alone?
Maybe she just doesn't like the spotlight on her.
And that could be it. Everybody is not built for this.
Yeah, not everybody is comfortable with publicity like that. Maybe she is all for supporting him, but she doesn't want none of it on her, and that's fine. She would have every right if that's the case.
It was a mess because like
to want to sit. If she wants to sit in the back, let her sit in the back, like in the background. There's mind your business.
After he had scored a touchdown, they won a game or whatever. Like when he walked up to her, she visibly looked upset. They tried to make it out because he was flirting with one of the cheerleaders or something after he scored that latest touchdown, and he literally was just flexing on the crowd or whatever. The cheerleaders just all had to be in the Jesus. I'm just like, bruh, let that man live. Y'all are going to destroy their relationship. It's not even going to be him. Y'all not even giving him the chance to see it through. If he doesn't want to marry that girl next year and he's supposed to be marrying her next year, then he won't. If he does, then he'll be married. Like, stop.
He'll be doing too much.
At the end of the day.
Like,
we trying to save one. Y'all not saving nobody.
No.
Half y'all wouldn't even know what to do if y'all had some of the money that he's coming into.
Right.
With the NIL deals and then possibly going to, well, we know he's going to the NFL. He went to the top police. But it's just like.
Y'all need to chill.
Y'all doing too much.
Yeah, y'all need to chill out.
Doing too much. Leave these young people alone.
Absolutely doing way too much.
All right. So. All right. The media is still trying to discredit Lamar Jackson as a front runner for the MVP this season.
Yeah.
Opinions on that?
At some point, y'all gotta find something else to talk about. Leave him alone.
It's not even
leave him alone.
To talk about. How about y'all really look at the stats? They like, well, Josh Allen got a winning record and he beat them in one statistic. Lamar Jackson is slamming his ass at all other statistics.
He really is.
Josh Allen. But also, y'all don't hold Josh Allen to the same standard that y'all hold Lamar Jackson to. And y'all won't. for obvious reasons. He's a black quarterback. And I'm going to say it. He's a black quarterback. Y'all not holding him to the same standard.
That's crazy.
He was a black running quarterback, remember?
Oh my God, yes.
Like, I need for y'all to just let that
yeah,
let it go and let it be.
Find something else to talk about.
Season, I'm okay with that as long as, like, my thing is, as long as he going into the playoffs and he plays his heart out, the team play their heart out, I'm content with that. Then if he don't win a Super Bowl this year, he gonna be the ultimate failure. Lord have mercy.
Jesus.
God forbid.
I can't.
He's such a talent, but he can't win a Super Bowl.
I can't. As if he's the only one. He's playing all the positions.
I don't care what nobody say, bro. It was missed calls and everything in that game before the Super Bowl.
Sure
year.
Was.
But you know,
it was
like, man, well, you know that what dog is. And then Zay Flowers did drop that pass.
He did.
Okay.
He did.
But we're gonna blame Lamar Jackson because he dropped the pass. Now, don't get me wrong, Lamar Jackson had his best game.
No.
But there was a lot of missed calls on that game.
There were.
Including shit that Travis Kelce was doing sneakily. Or my bad,
not even
turning their head, turning the blind eye to shit. So
right.
At the end of the day, we're not gonna get on that. Just look at the stats. The stats
right.
speak for themselves.
Right.
That's it. That's all.
They do.
That is it, and that's all.
They do, and then y'all whining and crying now because y'all done played them and experienced that favoritism for yourself. So shut up. Like, that's crazy.
And this season, missed calls worse than any other season. You know, the Golden Boy team.
Yeah, they've been apparently flagrant the last couple weeks. Missed calls.
Ain't nobody worried about it. And I don't even know if Mahomes playing this week. He's supposed to be hurt or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. I don't know if he's playing or not.
Yeah, and if they lose, they're gonna blame it on the fact that Mahomes
that he wasn't playing. Yeah, huh?
Whatever. Anyway, moving on. Parents voluntarily are turning their kids over to the government. This is also known as voluntary termination of parental rights. Ooh. Apparently, this is happening in the state of Virginia right now.
Like, are these
these are kids
toddlers and like.
I would imagine they're older than toddlers. These are kids that are deemed as a danger to their siblings, their parents, or the household.
Oh, well,
because
okay.
They can't get control of their child.
If that's the case, that changes what I was thinking. Look, I forgot which one of these episodes it was. You can't favor one over the others. If you have one and that child is endangering your other children, that one, you need to make an adjustment. I'm not gonna say it's gotta go, but you have to make an adjustment, and whatever that adjustment is to protect your other children, you got to do that. Like, it's just it is what it is. There was that one. I know the kid's name is Michael. I can't remember the mom, what her name is, but there's this mom that was on TikTok I kept hearing about a couple months ago, and her son violently autistic. Violently.
I don't even think these kids are autistic. See,
no, I'm saying in this instance, like,
yeah, I get the vibe.
But she was refusing to let the state help her. Mm-hmm. So I'm saying, like, if it's something that like is out of that child's control, because that's not a choice on that child's part. But it sounds like you mean like
no, these kids just
they're
behavioral problems to the where.
Oh yeah, no, that's
a lot of this stuff is really on the parent.
Yeah, if it's something like that, it's definitely on the parent.
Y'all want to have kids too young. And I'm not getting on every young parent because some of y'all actually did, what y'all need to do.
Yeah, some young parents.
But the vast majority of young parents are terrible.
Yeah.
Kids are terrible. Their mouths are terrible. We took discipline out of the schools.
Yeah.
The teachers can't do nothing with them. They come home. Y'all don't want to discipline them. Y'all want to stick up for them like y'all their best friends.
Yeah,
they can never do no wrong. But then when they too out of control and you can't control, you have no control over your home.
You want everybody to help you. All of a sudden,
like no, discipline your kids, and it does not have to be all the time with physical force.
No, it does not.
It starts at a young age. Y'all are letting these kids get out of control.
Yep.
It's so bad that I watched a teacher on TikTok earlier, actually a substitute teacher who goes in these classrooms a lot of times in like Inglewood and stuff in California. She works for multiple places inside of whatever counties those are or whatever.
Right.
In LA County and other places.
Right.
And she pretty much was just like, yo, these kids are terrible.
Yeah, they are.
Like, they just, like, it's no other way to put it.
They are.
cuss the teachers out. They cuss the students out.
Mhm.
Can't get them to shut up in the class. The lessons being taught, they won't. And y'all wonder why these grades on these tests are starting to get lower and lower. We just dumbing down the kids.
Yeah.
And right now,
Yeah, we're lowering our standards for them.
The way the United States are, they want y'all kids down. That's how the rich stays richer.
Yeah.
They force them into working multiple jobs where they can't take care of themselves.
Yeah.
Because who else is gonna be running their businesses for them? They not gonna get out there in the field and do it.
Nah.
Please start paying closer attention to y'all children.
Please.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Opinion.
Okay.
Well, actually, this is a fact. Men cheat more than women.
I mean, fact is fact. If it's fact, it's fact.
I feel like we're at the point in this day and age where as though the value in relationships is depreciated, and people actually don't see the value in starting and creating a stable family.
No.
And the reason why I say this is we will look at a dude, it's specifically not even just the ones that's making money, dudes in general. They create these broken homes, mess with these girls, and act like, well, I told her I ain't want no kids. That don't mean nothing. Even the birth controls are not 100% effective.
No.
Things happen. Slip-ups happen.
Yep.
Anytime that you have sex, you're taking a risk.
Yep.
Period, point blank, and you're doing it outside of the confinement of like marriage in a family structure. So at the end of the day, you stepped out there, you did what you was gonna do. But also, once you have that family unit, instead of you communicating to your wife that you're unhappy or you're unsatisfied or whatever, you automatically run to the person that's showing you attention, not paying attention to a lot of y'all women. Y'all wives are taking care of the household. They stressed out. Their focus is here, there, and the third. And don't get me wrong, they are overly stimulated. They're super tired. And don't get me wrong, there's a point where though you can be tired and still have sex if you wanted to. Right? So it's more about a want thing.
Right.
But when you are emotionally and mentally drained, you gotta create space for that.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, it's gonna be men out here. Well, this men that's just not built for that type of life. That's an excuse. A lot of them not built for that type of life because they haven't seen it in their childhood. And people, what do? They act out things that they're used to.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of things that are formed from our childhood. Like that is a will. Like it's a will and a want to.
Right.
If you don't want to, then you won't.
Nope.
You can do it. You have the ability to do it. You lack self-control, which is immature as hell at past a certain point. You gotta have some type of self-control.
Yeah.
There's women out there that don't have self-control either, so I can't just really say it's men.
No, there are some.
On top of that, when women cheat, it's hard to catch a woman cheating. If we want to be known, if we want it to be known,
it will be.
It's revealed because we want it to be known.
Yeah. A woman can hide it a lot better.
It is very rare that you catch women cheating.
If they don't want to be caught.
But also, they just as wrong too. So at the end of the day, y'all need to figure out what y'all want, why y'all think y'all want what y'all want. Because a lot of y'all are incorrect as hell.
Right.
I'm young. I'm going to just go out here and do what I want. Okay, that shit got consequences.
Sure does. Sure does. And you're not ready to face them more often than not.
That shit has consequences.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Can we eliminate the term high value man in 2024? Hell, high value woman too. I'm tired of hearing it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm tired of it. But also, again, that's subjective because everyone's definition of what that means could be different. So,
no, it's not. That's the problem. People keep tweaking the definition of what it means. Is the problem. They want it to mean what they want it to mean in whatever form they're using it in. Prime example, like that viral video of that light-skinned dude that I'm a high value man because I'm 6'4".
Oh yeah.
I'm making money.
Stupid self.
And that was what makes me high value. And on top of it, I'm a black man. Sir, you didn't say anything else.
Nothing of substance.
You told us attributes,
Mm-hmm.
not character, not who you are as a man.
Yeah.
Like, they gotta stop. The problem is people started tying men who make money to high value.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that like all you bring to the table is money.
That's what that sounded
That's
like.
part of being high value. That is a part of it. That is not.
That's
the
part.
whole
Yeah,
full
it's part
entire
of it.
scale of being a high value person.
Nah.
Well, man.
Right. Yeah. No.
There's other things that you have to bring to the table, and that's where people start getting lost. This generation, this current generation, and I blame the red pill dudes for this shit because they made it cool for these dudes to claim that they high value just because they make money and they got businesses.
No. There's a lot more to being high value than the money that you make. Hell of a lot more.
No, they push the false narrative.
Yeah.
And the stuff that they push, they're getting in the brains of people that are weak.
Mm-hmm.
Men that are specifically weak as hell.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'm just over it.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to go anywhere, but it could. It could go somewhere. I don't think it's going to though.
This is the problem. You got men out there that's thinking that they high value, and they like what the red pill generation is doing is they're tearing up marriages from the inside. Like, there are men who are divorcing their women because they have let this nonsense from these podcasts get into their brain.
They think they're high value, but what they are is
of like, if there is an issue in your marriage, why would you go to somebody that's online on a podcast? You didn't talk to a licensed therapist or nothing. You went to somebody with a mic and a podcast as if they were qualified to give you advice about how to operate your life.
Well, I think even when, oh my God, this is probably when our parents were kids that they used to write into the newspaper advice columns. Those were therapists, I believe. Like, those were not just people with no qualifications. Like,
I don't know, but you gotta realize a lot of those
they
hired journalists to do stuff like that. So you got 50-50 shot that they were therapists or they were just journalists who were giving advice.
It was better advice than what they're giving now.
Yeah, bro,
some of the time.
Stuff that they giving now, bro, they splitting up households, homes. Like, what they're doing essentially is delivering a demonic message. Is really what it is. And these dudes are falling for it. One, because them fresh and fit dudes that behave the way that they do, honestly, they have hurt child syndrome that they're acting out as an adult.
Yeah.
Things that happened to them in their youth, young women that they dated got hurt by, maybe not, or they tried to get vulnerable with them and they got hurt. All types of stuff. Because I'm telling you right now, it's no way that a sane woman would want to be in a relationship with either one of them.
No. No.
They ain't gonna do nothing but find more damaged goods.
Right.
Then you're gonna have more damaged goods out there producing more damaged goods. Hurt people create hurt people.
Mm-hmm. They do. That they do.
But anywho, you got anything to add?
No.
If not, we're gonna go ahead and end it there. Let us know.
Yeah.
How you feel about any of these topics?
Yeah.
Below. And we'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
Like, comment,
share,
subscribe.
Come back and see us.
Hit that notification bell. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Peace.